Well, thank you very much, Mr. Chairman, and I'd like to thank Representative Young Kim for offering the underlying bill, H.R. 369, the NIST Wildland Fire Communications and Information and Dissemination Act. This is actually a critically important issue, particularly in my home state of California. In California, we've experienced the two worst fire seasons in the history of the state in the last few years, and all of the data that we have indicates that that's just going to get worse in the future. The district that I represent is a very rural district that frequently experiences these wildfires. And I can tell you what a poignant experience it is to watch a wildfire advancing toward your home community, which I've had the unfortunate experience of doing several times over the last few years. In fact, last year, the wildfire came within about 1.5 miles of my hometown of Big Bear Lake, which is completely surrounded by national forest. The suppression and fighting of these wildfires is an incredibly complex effort. In the case of the fire that occurred in my community last year, it required cooperation of efforts from many different agencies. We had the city fire department, the county fire department, CAL FIRE, the National Forest Service, and we had assets that were generously provided by several tribal governments, all fighting this same fire. So the coordination between these agencies are incredibly important. When you've got a DC-10 dropping water on one part of a fire complex, helicopter firefighting assets dropping water on other parts, hand crews and ground crews creating fire breaks. You need to make sure that all of these assets are coordinated and that one strategic plan is being followed to fight the fire. So this bill directs NIST to study and develop standards for technologies for enhancing cooperation and coordination between these agencies, particularly regarding the dissemination of information between the different firefighting assets. This is going to meaningfully improve our ability to fight these fires, which all of the data we have indicates that they're going to continue to get worse. This amendment, in the nature of a substitute that I've offered, makes technical corrections to the bill that have been suggested by our stakeholders. I believe that they do make the bill better, and I would respectfully request support for my ANS and the passage of the underlying bill. And with that, Mr. Chairman, I'd like to again thank Representative Kim for introducing the bill, and I'd ask unanimous consent that her statement and letter be entered into the record.
Without objection, so ordered.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. I yield back.